2026 BMW K 1600B exposed, the inline-six bagger that shames V-twins. The 2026 BMW K 1600B is not just another touring motorcycle rolling quietly into the new model year. This bike arrives with something to prove, and BMW Motorrad knows it. From the moment you look at it, there's an unmistakable sense that this machine was never meant to blend in or play it safe. It exists to challenge expectations, disrupt long-standing traditions, and remind the motorcycle world that luxury baggers don't have to be slow, outdated, or locked into decades-old design philosophies. The K 1600B doesn't ask for permission to redefine the segment. It simply does it, unapologetically, with confidence backed by engineering that few manufacturers on the planet can match. At the heart of this statement lies BMW's legendary 649cc inline-six engine, an engineering masterpiece that continues to stand alone in a market dominated by V-twins. This isn't just about numbers on a spec sheet. It's about how the power feels, how it builds, and how effortlessly it carries the bike forward. Twist the throttle, and the response is immediate, smooth, and endlessly refined, almost as if the bike is gliding rather than accelerating. There's no vibration creeping into the bars, no mechanical drama begging for attention. Just a seamless surge of torque that feels more like a luxury performance car than a traditional motorcycle. It's this turbine-like delivery that leaves many V-twin baggers feeling crude by comparison, especially when the road opens up and the K 1600B simply keeps pulling, calmly and confidently, as if speed itself is effortless. What makes this engine so intoxicating is not just its power, but its character. BMW has refined the six-cylinder experience to deliver strong low-end torque for relaxed cruising, while still offering exhilarating performance when the rider demands it. Passing on the highway becomes almost laughably easy. Roll-on acceleration feels instant, and there's a deep sense of control that comes from knowing the engine is never strained, never working hard, no matter how far or how fast you travel. This is the kind of motor that transforms long-distance touring from a task into a pleasure, encouraging riders to go farther, simply because the bike makes it feel so natural. But BMW didn't stop at the engine, because a true luxury bagger in 2026 has to be more than just powerful. It has to be intelligent. In this video, we break down everything that elevates the K 1600B beyond the ordinary, from its refined performance to its cutting-edge technology and premium comfort features. BMW has taken an already iconic platform and evolved it into something smarter, more intuitive, and more rider-focused than ever before. The advanced electronics suite feels less like a collection of add-ons and more like a seamless extension of the riding experience, quietly working in the background to enhance safety, control, and enjoyment. The massive TFT display immediately sets the tone. This is not a basic dashboard. It's a command center. Navigation, ride modes, suspension settings, connectivity, and real-time bike data are all presented in a clean, high-resolution interface that's easy to read at speed and intuitive to use, even with gloves on. BMW's attention to user experience is evident in every interaction, reducing distraction while giving riders complete control over their ride. Adaptive cruise control takes long highway stretches to another level, maintaining distance automatically and reducing fatigue, especially during extended touring sessions where comfort and focus matter most. Ride modes have also been refined, allowing the K 1600B to adapt effortlessly to different conditions and riding styles. Whether you're carving through sweeping mountain roads, cruising endless highways, or navigating unpredictable weather, the bike adjusts its throttle response, traction control, and suspension behavior to match the moment. It's the kind of technology that makes you feel more confident without ever feeling intrusive, enhancing the ride rather than dominating it. Styling is where the 2026 BMW K 1600B truly separates itself. from traditional luxury tourers. This bike doesn't look like a relic of the past, or a machine trying to cling to nostalgia. Instead, it embraces a darker, lower, and more aggressive aesthetic that feels intentionally modern. The stretched silhouette, low-slung profile, and sharp front-end design give it a presence that's impossible to ignore. This is a bagger with attitude, one that looks just as comfortable parked outside a high-end hotel as it does blasting down an open highway. The aerodynamic fairing flows seamlessly into the bodywork, while the hard saddlebags integrate perfectly into the overall design rather than appearing as bulky add-ons. Every line feels purposeful, every angle engineered not just for looks but for performance and efficiency. Whether the bike is standing still or moving at speed, it communicates motion, power, and confidence. It's not trying to imitate American baggers, it's doing something distinctly BMW, and that's exactly what makes it so compelling. Comfort, of course, remains one of the K1600B's strongest selling points, and BMW has clearly doubled down on making long-distance riding as effortless as possible. The ergonomically optimized riding position strikes a perfect balance between relaxed touring comfort and active control. You're not slouched, and you're not stretched. Everything feels naturally within reach, encouraging hours in the saddle without fatigue. The premium seat design provides excellent support, while advanced wind protection keeps turbulence to a minimum, even at higher speeds. Features like heated grips and heated seats transform the K1600B into a true all-season touring machine. Cold mornings, long nights, and unpredictable weather conditions become far less intimidating when the bike is designed to keep the rider comfortable no matter what. This is a motorcycle built for riders who don't want to plan their journeys around limitations. From cross-country adventures to high-speed autobahn cruising, the K1600B is engineered to perform at the highest level, mile after mile. One of the most surprising aspects of the K1600B is its handling, and this is where many riders completely change their perception of what a bagger can be. On paper, the bike's size and weight might suggest something heavy and cumbersome, but the moment it starts moving, those assumptions disappear. BMW's advanced chassis design, sophisticated suspension system, and precise weight distribution work together to create a riding experience that feels remarkably balanced and controlled. In corners, the K1600B leans with confidence and stability, tracking cleanly through sweeping turns and maintaining composure even when pushed harder than expected. The suspension absorbs imperfections without disconnecting the rider from the road, providing a planted, reassuring feel that inspires trust. It's a bike that encourages you to ride it, not just cruise it. For many riders, this is the moment where the K1600B stops being just a luxury bagger and starts feeling like a performance machine in disguise. Braking performance further reinforces this confidence. Strong, predictable stopping power ensures that the bike remains composed in all situations, whether you're navigating traffic or descending long mountain roads. Combined with BMW's advanced rider aids, the braking system adds another layer of safety and control, making the K1600B feel as refined in its responses as it is in its design. Sound also plays a crucial role in the emotional experience, and the Inline-Six delivers a soundtrack unlike anything else on the road. Instead of the raw rumble of a V-twin, the K1600B produces a smooth, refined tone that builds into a rich mechanical symphony as revs rise. It's subtle, sophisticated, and unmistakably premium, a sound that perfectly matches the bike's character. This isn't noise for the sake of attention. It's an auditory signature that reflects precision engineering and quiet confidence. What truly makes the 2026 BMW K1600B special is how seamlessly all these elements come together. Power, technology, comfort, styling, and handling don't compete with each other, they complement one another. Every component feels like part of a cohesive vision rather than a checklist of features. BMW didn't design this bike to win on paper alone. They designed it to deliver an experience that feels complete, refined, and deeply satisfying over time. There's also an undeniable statement factor to riding a machine like this. The K1600B doesn't rely on loud exhausts or flashy gimmicks to stand out. Its presence speaks for itself. Riders who choose this bike are making a deliberate decision, one that values engineering excellence, long-distance capability, and modern luxury over convention. At bike nights, fuel stops, and rest areas, it draws attention not because it's trying to, but because people recognize that it's something different. In a market filled with familiar formulas and incremental updates, the 2026 BMW K 1600B feels refreshingly bold. It challenges the idea that touring motorcycles have to sacrifice performance for comfort or cling to outdated traditions to remain relevant. Instead, it proves that innovation, luxury, and excitement can coexist in a single machine, setting a new benchmark for what a modern bagger can be. By the end of this video, one thing becomes clear. The 2026 BMW K 1600B isn't here to follow trends or compete quietly in the background. It's here to redefine expectations, to challenge established norms, and to remind riders that touring can be thrilling, refined, and unapologetically advanced. Love it or hate it, this is a motorcycle that refuses to be ignored, and once you experience it, it's very hard to look at the luxury bagger segment the same way again.